Welcome to the Black-Liberation.Tech podcast, brought to you by Jordan Nuance LLC and hosted by Dr. Renee Jordan. This podcast is a accumulation of Dr. Jordan's dissertation work and her passion for empowering Latinas, Afro-Latinas, Black women, and girls to navigate the academic and professional worlds with confidence and success. Whether you're a mother or guardian guiding a child through grades 6 through 12, an undergrad or grad student, someone working on a dissertation or thesis, or simply looking to carve out your niche in the career landscape, this podcast is for you. Each episode, Dr. Jordan shares her story, offers invaluable advice, and provides practical coaching to help you thrive in school, work, and beyond. Join our community on patreon.com/BlackLiberationTech and become a member for as low as $5 per month. As a member, you'll gain exclusive access to live recordings, impromptu academic and career coaching, and a network of like-minded individuals committed to mutual support and success. You're also welcome to follow Black Liberation Tech on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Visit Black-Liberation.Tech for even more information on Dr. Jordan's adventure in Inglés o Español. Tune in, get inspired, and let's embark on this journey together. Welcome to Black-Liberation.Tech, where your success story begins. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Black-Liberation.Tech podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Renee Jordan, and today we are still on our Safety First learning series. Once again, you're welcome to modify them however you see fit. Moms, if you want to discuss these items with your daughters, or guardians, if you want to discuss these items with your daughters, or daughters, if you want to discuss these items with the people who are important to you, I think it's worth doing, even if it's not necessarily something that you don't already know. Maybe it's just a good conversation to have, just to check in to see if they are aware of some of the consequences when safety isn't taken care of when we're talking about going online. So once again, we're going to head to the Black-Liberation.Tech website. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So once again, the Black-Liberation.Tech website is available in both English and Spanish. And so we're going to go to lessons. We'll scroll on down to Safety First, lesson S 2.0, be careful what you post. All right, so here's the big idea behind this one. We're going to start off with a story and let's give it a read. All right. In the bustling city of Hampton, Virginia, Ebony Peoples sat down with her close friend Maria and Maria's daughter, Mia. As the sun streamed through the window, Ebony's wise words about social media filled the room. Maria, Ebony began, you know, it's crucial to be mindful of what you post on social media. Maria nodded, intrigued by the topic. Tell us more, Ebony, she encouraged. Ebony leaned forward, sharing a 2018 BuzzFeed News article written by Rachel Krishna on the screen of her iPad. Take Naomi, for instance. She was a brilliant young woman who had a NASA internship within her reach. However, she posted vulgar comments on Twitter that quickly caught the attention of her prospective employer. Unfortunately, that post cost her the internship opportunity. Maria gasped in surprise, while Mia looked thoughtfully. Wow, that's incredible, Maria said, shaking her head. Ebony continued, her voice filled with wisdom. You see, what you post online can have real-life consequences. It's especially important if you ever decide to run for office or work in a political office, like a legislative research assistant. You must ensure people know that your views are your own, not those of your member of Congress. You wouldn't want to put out information that reflects poorly on them, especially if it doesn't align with their stance on certain issues. Mia raised her hand to ask a question. So, Everything you do online can be used against you? Ebony nodded. Exactly, Mia. Even posts from many years ago can resurface. So it's essential to be very careful with your content. Maria chimed in. And what about when you run for office, Ebony? Ebony smiled warmly. When you run for office, every single thing you do online can be documented. Someone could dig up posts you made decades ago. Like, I can pull up screenshots of Naomi's post today that got her fired, even though her original tweet was deleted a long time ago. So you must always be cautious about what you post. As their conversation continued, Maria and Mia absorbed Ebony's valuable advice about social media. Ebony's story about Naomi served as a powerful reminder that the things shared online can have a lasting impact on one's life and future opportunities. All right, now this next section of the lesson has some write and reflect questions. So, the digital footprint, how your online choices shape your future. Reflect and write. Reflect on the following prompts and write out your responses. Feel free to use your digital journal, or if you have a notebook that you want to write down your answers in, you can do that as well. So, number one, Ebony shared a story about Naomi losing a NASA internship because of a tweet. Why do you think employers care about what people post online? Have you ever posted something you later regretted? Number two, Ebony explained that even deleted posts can be found again. How does that make you feel? What types of things would you not want someone to find out from your past? Number three, Mia asked, so everything you do online can be used against you? Do you think that's true? Why or why not? What are some online actions that could help your future instead of hurt it? Number four, think about your search history, meaning like your Google search history, text messages, emails, and social media posts. Which of these do you think leaves the biggest digital footprint? How can you make smart choices with each one? Number five, Ebony talked about running for office one day. If you became a leader, what would you want people to see if they search for your name online? List three things you want your future online image to say about you. Number six, have you ever seen a post or message from someone else that made you think they shouldn't have shared that? What was it? And why do you think it wasn't a good idea? Number seven, imagine you're giving advice to someone younger than you who just joined social media. What are three things you'd tell them about posting, texting, or searching online? Okay, so this next section of the lesson has a search and discovery activity for you to complete. What's your digital trail? Objective, explore how digital footprints, deleted posts, and online behaviors can impact educational and career opportunities. Instructions, using a search engine like Google or Bing, complete the task below. Write your findings in your notebook or digital journal. Make sure you're using credible sources such as news websites, for example, NPR, CNN, BBC, The Guardian, educational websites, so websites that end in edu, or government websites, those that end in gov, G-O-V. So part one, real world consequences. Search this, people who lost jobs or scholarships because of social media posts. Task, choose one story of a young person or professional who faced serious consequences due to a social media post. What did they post? What was the result or consequence? What could they have done differently? Part two, what can be found online? Search this. Can deleted social media posts still be found? Task, summarize how deleted posts can still be accessed. What are screenshots, archives, or caches? Why is it important to assume that nothing is ever truly deleted online? Learn the language. Search and define digital footprint, online reputation, cyber hygiene, and social media audit. Task, write each definition in your own words and give one example for each term. Part four, Reflection. Based on what you learned today, what changes, if any, will you make to your own online behavior? Write a paragraph reflecting on your search and how it connects to Ebony's story. So, with all that being said, I want you to take a look at your social media, take a look at your search histories, whether that's Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo. See which ones save your search histories and think about it. If someone pulled it up, what would they think about me? So it's not just about what you post online, it's also about what you search online. Text messages as well. Even if you delete your text message, that doesn't mean the other person deleted them on their side. They also could have taken a screenshot and saved it. Sometimes it's important to have evidence when there is a concern that could be used to your benefit, but at the same time, keep in mind those same things that you could keep as evidence to help you in a situation. Someone else can do the same if what you're sharing is not positive or very personal. Sometimes it's not a good idea to share things that are extremely personal online, in a text message, in an email, or even a phone call. Sometimes it's best to say, hey, I want to talk to you about something. Will it be safe with you? And make sure that the person you're talking to is someone who actually has the capacity or the responsibility of keeping private things private. For example, you want to make sure that you're able to talk to your parents, and parents, you want to make sure that you're able to talk to your children. Also, when you're at school, seek out guidance counselors, seek out teachers to help get you to the guidance counselor or someone who can help you with something that's very private and you don't want to go far. And if it is something that's very private and you don't want to go far meaning to the wrong ears, you want to make sure that you communicate that with the person when you sit and talk with them. And if you are on the phone, it's okay to ask, am I being recorded? I want to say that I don't want to be recorded when I share this with you, because nowadays people pick and choose what they can do with their cell phones. And sometimes they're doing it for sport. They're doing it because they think they might want to save it for later. They think that it's something memorable and should be saved, but you have to be cautious and think for yourself about how you want your information shared or not shared. And sometimes things happen and you can't help it because someone acted outside of what you would want them to do. However, whenever possible, be mindful and take care of your digital footprint. Take care of your online reputation. Take care of your cyber hygiene, and do a social media audit to make sure that what you're putting out there is okay. And that might require you sitting down and talking to someone who has your best interest in mind and looking at things and saying, hey, is this okay? Should I post this? Should I take this down? What are the kinds of things that I should post that can help me later on when I'm looking for an internship? Should I share the experiences that I've had that have been helpful in terms of my learning development after I completed? So let's say I did a study abroad program. That would be good to share. It would be even better to share after you return home so that someone is not following your every footstep. Keep in mind that you are important and you need to make sure that you are safeguarding your information as well as your loved ones, those people that you care about, your friends. If someone is your friend, make sure that you're treating them in a way that would only help them along their way. So don't go messing up somebody else's digital footprint, and keep an eye out on those who potentially want to do you a disservice and mess up yours. So keep an eye out on yours and the people you care about. Thank you for tuning in to the Black-Liberation.Tech podcast, brought to you by Jordan Nuance LLC and hosted by Dr. Renee Jordan. We hope today's episode has inspired you and provided valuable insights to help you navigate your academic and professional journey with confidence and success. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as well as rate and review the podcast to help it become more discoverable. Whether you're guiding a child through grades 6 through 12, tackling undergraduate or graduate studies, working on a dissertation or thesis, or exploring your career options, this podcast is here to support you every step of the way. Join our community on patreon.com/Black-Liberation.Tech and become a member for as low as $5 per month. As a member, you'll enjoy exclusive access to live recordings, impromptu academic and career coaching, and a network of like-minded individuals committed to mutual support and success. Don't forget to follow Black-Liberation.Tech on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Visit Black-Liberation.Tech for even more information on Dr. Jordan's adventures, available in both English and Spanish. Stay inspired, stay empowered, and keep moving forward. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.